Hi folks, Tim Ritter coming at you from the northeast corner of Polk County, Missouri today. To my southeast is Buffalo, to the southwest is Bolivar. And so I'm out here kind of in the middle of nowhere, basically. This used to be the little town of Huckaby, Missouri. And I'm coming to you from Hopewell Cemetery, that is in the back of Hopewell Baptist Church, which was established in 1854. This congregation was established. And what happened was, this is all connected to my mother's side of the family. My great grandfather, Joseph Huckaby, who is buried here at this cemetery, he had 18 children. Yeah, and with two different wives. His first wife, Polly Bridges, she ended up dying at some point after having 5 children. And then he got married again later to Agnes Payne, and with her had several more. And they all ended up coming over here to this particular part of Polk County. They all came from Barron County, Kentucky. The Bridges and the Paynes and the Huckabys and the Francises and the Moores all lived over in Barron County, Kentucky. And so at some point, and I have to do some more research to find out exactly when the first ones came over and established this little hamlet here of Huckaby. But somebody came over here in the mid 1800s and established this little community and sent word back over to Barron County and said, hey, it's great over here, come on. And so that's what they did. One of the earliest burials that I know of from 1856 is one of the daughters of Joseph Huckaby, and she's buried here. And like I say, there's a lot of Francises that are buried here, a lot of Bridges and Paynes and some Moores and all that. That was Mom's maiden name, was Moore. And so that's part of the connection here. But there's a lot of water in this area. What now became Pomme de Terre Lake is not too far from here. So this is a very fertile area, good farmland and all that type of thing, and a very pretty spot. This whole little area here is just a very pretty area, and rolling hills and lots of area where you can tell there's a lot of little drainage and creeks and whatnot that develop when it rains and all of that. And of course, you can guess back in the mid 1850s, with the changes in water table, there was probably a lot more running water in this area at that time. But anyway, this is an area I'm going to continue to research a bit more, to find out a little bit more about when people came here. The little town of Huckaby doesn't exist anymore. For a while they had a post office here, I know. In the early 1900s they still had a post office, but things kind of ended up eventually drying up. So there doesn't seem to be any evidence of the town, although again it requires a little more exploring. But it's just a very nice area here. So I wanted to bring you here to see this. Just a neat old cemetery. It's still in use. I noticed there was 1 or 2 graves here that look to be relatively new. So it does look like that this is still in use to some extent, and there's all kinds of things back there for services or picnics or whatever anybody's going to do. So obviously this is still very much in use, and of course the church is very much still active as well. So just a neat little place, and neat little history. Part of the westward expansion, and at some point the folks from Barron County just said, we're coming over. So anyway, that's it for now, and look forward to sharing more information with you a bit later. Thanks for tuning in, folks.